Hi everybody and welcome to Brands Hatch for today's 19-lap race. I'm going to be starting in 16th. I did not qualify for this race because I got in the lobby late, but I do have my tune set up thanks to Forza Tune Pro, who is not paying for anything, just to let you all know this is all not paid for. But if you like what's coming up and you like what I've done before, please hit the like button, subscribe, and we're in for a good race. So this is going to be fun. This will be a good one. Here I am in the Honda Civic. This is probably my second favorite of the touring cars. It's just fun to drive. We're off and running and heading down the first straight. We've got unshipped Jam right in front of me, and we don't want to deal with him, so hopefully, we don't have to. We'll brake early here so we don't rear end him. We're going to try Mr. Coffee's here on the outside, and Mr. Coffee's decide that the line is his. I don't care if you're there or not. And he puts me into the gravel. Okay, whatever. It is what it is. It's pretty typical of Forza, but we're going to make our run. We dropped to 22nd, so not an enjoyable thing, but now we've got a position as, I guess that's Booger 1943 wiped out, getting around like Harry. That's going to put us into 19th, and we're rapidly catching up on Wolf and pulling away from like Harry. This is going to be a good run. I can feel it. Those guys took each other out. Good job. One of them was Mr. Coffee, so I don't feel sorry for that guy for after running me off the track at 2. We're getting right up on Hey Macarena in the Ford, and he broke really early for this corner. I don't know why. Got him in the rear end. I'm not going to apologize for that because the guy broke way too early. That wasn't even expected. I don't know if he's brake checking or if he just doesn't know the track. But we're coming to the end of lap 1, and we have we've picked up 1 net position because of starting 16th, but we've made up 7 since we got wiped out in turn 2 on lap 1. So we're going to go into turn 1 here, start a second lap, and oh, silly name was ghosted. Looks like someone may have punted silly name. We couldn't get around him though, so that's fine. We'll let him go. We're going to get around Jorginho, who made an interesting rejoin of the track. As we head down to 3, we've gotten by another car. Now we've got Evan Deere on the outside as we head into 4. Oh, hello, Jose Car. That's probably not where you wanted to be. That's okay though, we're just going to come up the back straight. 13th now. Pretty happy with our position considering where we started. Jorginho's starting to catch up a little bit, but we will start to pull away from him through this section after the back straight. This is one of my favorite sections on the game. I really like going through this part of the game. We head into the back section of the track now. We're kind of settling in here at 13. Evan Deere is up there, just about half a second ahead. That's fine. We're going to make up some good time here. Going into the final turn, we've made up a lot of time because cars were braking on each other, so everybody had to brake early. Evan Deere is going to go inside the Jose car. We're going to try and get up to Jose car. He brakes, and then he knocks my front end and puts me into the grass. So now my Civic's a lawnmower. I'm still trying to catch it. I've dropped 2 per position, so we're back to 15. Thank you very much, Jorginho, who did get a penalty for that. So thumbs up to the penalty system, I guess. Jorginho decides to hang way outside, and now we will get him coming out of 3. That was a pretty easy pass. And we're going to head into 4 now and start going up the back straight. Jorginho's still there. I didn't take that corner very well. Cheese Teth is about a second ahead. Got a 4/10 of a second penalty. That's usually for leaving the track. Oh, there's some chaos. Looks like maybe a little Jose car again. Yep, he's got more penalties, so he knocked someone off the track. We're going to try and get Cheese Pet here. We're not going to get him. Cheese Pet kind of tried to squeeze me there, but... And, of course, I get the half-second penalty because that's how the penalty system works. And Jorginho's behind us in 13th. He's 7/10 of a second. Jose Carr is trying to pull away, but he's not going to. We started this race on medium tires. I usually do a two-stopper on Brands. I can get the softs to laps, several laps. Usually I can get them to go 5, so I'll try and do an 8-lap and maybe a 6 and a 5 on the softs. We can do that. Today makes it interesting. So back to 11th place now. Jose Carr is still in front of us. Kind of trying to be careful because he's done a couple whack jobs on us. One on us and one on someone else. So I'm trying to be careful as we pass him. Making a good pace on this lap though, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Jose Carr is out of 4 now, and we're on his trumpet. We are right in this boot, and we're going to try and make another pass. Try and go outside, see if that'll go. I don't think it's going to. So broke a little early there, and I let Jose Carr. He hit the guy in front of him, Matlar, and had to slow down. So now we've got that position. So we're in the top 10 now. 22nd to the top 10 in 3.5 laps. So that's not bad. And we're gaining on Matlar now, who's 0.3 of a second ahead as we head into the final set of corners. That left is fun. I just like this whole track in general. Now we're pulling up alongside Matlar, and we're going to try and go outside. That isn't going to happen, so we'll fall in behind and try and do a crossover. Matlar comes and chops our nose off. Yeah, gotta love it. 135.2 though for that lap. It's dirty, so it doesn't really count. So now we're moving down again. We're going to get Matlar going into the hairpin now. I brake later than a lot of people for that corner. That 100 marker is perfect for that. You can actually even get inside of it if you want to. And now we're up to 9th, and we're going to try and chase down Silenceville here in our 5th lap. Silenceville is pulling away a little bit, but we're going to try and keep pace. Ciarg is gone. I'm not too worried about first. Really, I'm not worried about anything right now at this point. We're just tooling along. I'm not expecting anything out of this race because of getting knocked backward, but I think a top 5 is possible. Even if with my usual two-stop strategy, I'm thinking top 5 right now. Matlar and Jorge Carr are battling behind me. That's going to give me some space. I'm starting to pick up a little bit on Silenceville. So that's starting to work into our advantage. We're only 0.2 of a second, 2.3 seconds behind him, 0.2. I wish I was 0.2 behind him. Oh, and Silenceville decides that driving in the desert is fun, and now we've gotten by Silenceville, so has Matlar and Jose Carr, and now we're going to go after Unreal Damo, who is 5.5 seconds ahead, and he and Evan Deere are having a little battle as well, so we'll see if we can do anything with them here on lap 6. They're side by side going into 3 up there, so they're having their little battle, which can only help me. Battling is good for us. We want to get up there, and as long as they're side by side and fighting each other, we get that chance. We've cut down to 5 seconds now, and we're going to check the tires real quick. Hey, 37% on the fronts after 5.5 laps. I'm thinking we may change our strategy. We may try and stretch these tires out. Maybe we'll go to 9 9 wouldn't be bad. That would put us 2-5 stints on the softs. We can still do the 2-stop, and we probably will still be fine getting in the top 5. I'm just happy in the top 10 right now. We're about to lap a car here. They're ghosted, so it doesn't matter. That was AF Becker. That was the guy that was way behind us when we got wrecked in turn 1 on lap 1, or through lap 1. We're coming down to the end of lap 6. We've lost a little time to the guys in 6th and 7th. Again, not worried about it. Just ran a 1:34.3. That's our fastest lap of the race. Starting to get going here. I'm feeling pretty good about our chances. Evan Deere is still pulling away. I'm assuming he's still got someone in front of him. So I'm just going to lay back. We're kind of settled in. Again, if we can get a top 5, it's a good day. MXC has just quit. So most extreme elimination challenge has been eliminated. We check our tires again. We're at 44 and 43. Now I'm thinking if we're doing 6/10, basically maybe 7/10 a lap of tire wear, maybe we can go 10. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it. Guys are kind of pulling away. So, and it's mostly, I'm not trying to catch anybody. So I'm just kind of sitting into my pace and just letting it go. Unreal Damo has now been passed by Evan Deere. Jose Carr is 4 seconds behind now, so we don't have to really worry about Jose. We're coming to the end of lap 7, and the tires still looking reasonably decent shape. This track is not hard on tires, so there's a chance. Is there a chance? There could be. Looks like we've got a new 7th place car in Snake Bengala. So Snake is in front. We've just clicked over to minor wear, and we are just heading into turn 3 on our 8th lap. So I'm feeling pretty good about this right now. It's a pretty decent run. We're going to get out of here and see. We're catching up to Snake Bengala pretty quick. It's down to 2.9. So we're on them. We're 3/10 of a second faster this lap too. So we've made up some good time on Snake Bengala. We're just starting minor wear. Maybe a 9th lap is possible. These are the things running through my head right now as I'm running this. It's like, well, I'm in a little spot here where I'm in a little clean air and there's nobody pressing me. So I'm just going to hang out and run my pace and just see what happens. And maybe I can take advantage of strategy, which I'm not sure if we can yet or not, but we're still on minor wear and everybody's going in the pits. I was going to run a 9th lap anyway because we're still on minor wear. Why not run the 9th lap and then maybe we do 2 stints on soft at 5 laps apiece, and those will still be healthy on the 5th lap. And now we're up into 4th with the pit stop cycle going on. Siarg is 20 seconds ahead, not worried about that. Evan Deere is 7 seconds ahead, not worried about him. Jose is 5.5 seconds out now, not worried about him. So we're just kind of settled in. Quick check of the tires. We're probably going to go moderate while we're going up this straight, seeing that the front left was 58. So we'll probably hit moderate at some point going up either this back straight or through the other corners going through 5, 6, 7. Let's see what we got here. We're losing ground to Evan, but I think that's because of us being on the mediums, and I believe that he's on the hard tires. We've clicked over to moderate, which is about where I expected us to do it when I checked the tires. They're still pulling away from Jose. We're losing ground to Evan, but again, I think Evan Deere's on hards, and we're on more mediums, so we're going to lose time. but Evan Deere will be able to run. He may be able to go 10. He might be able to go 11. And I'm pretty sure Zjarg is on hard tires too, but Zjarg is just faster. So Evan's gone into the pits. So lap 9, he's in the pits. We're going to run a 10th lap. We're on moderate, so let's do it. Let's see if we can get some distance here. New player in the game here is Verko. He's in the pits. There's Unreal Ting, now into 4th place, but you know, Jose and Unreal are way behind. Zjarg is at 22.6 seconds ahead, well, now almost 23, because our tires are shot. But we're gonna make it through this. We're gonna get through this lap, and now that we've run 10 laps on them, I'm thinking, let's do a one stop. Let's go one stop. I think that's something we can pull off. So we're ready for the new tires. We're starting to get a little slippy. We're running about 5 miles an hour slower than we do normally in that corner, so the tires are definitely losing grip. And we're starting to lose ground to Jose Carr and Unreal Ping. So we're getting into it. We'll probably hit severe wear real soon, but we're still keeping a pretty decent lap time. It looks like. I haven't seen a split. I didn't look at it, but we're coming toward the end of 10, so we'll get a split. Well, we're 3 seconds slower, so these tires are definitely shot. We're gonna pull into the pits now. There goes severe tire. We're right in the last corner. Let's pull into the pits. We're going to get a new set of mediums. Again, if you're enjoying this, please give it a like. If you like what you're seeing, give me a subscribe, and we're gonna do videos as often as we can. I've got some stacked up from these long races, so we'll have some more 30-minute content on here. Let me know if that's too long. If you don't like that, we'll see if we can edit them down a little bit, or find a way to get around it. We're heading now into lap 11. We came out of the pits. We lost 6 spots in the pits, so it's pretty tight out there in this race. Zjarg is 55 seconds up, and again, not worried about position 1. Aliens and UFOs is in front of us. 1 second. Zjarg just pulled into the pits, which shows you how far ahead he is. I was 50 seconds into my lap, and he just pulled into the pits. And we're going into 4. No, 5. That was 5. Sorry, I miscounted. This is 6. We're going to get through here pretty good. We're starting to catch aliens. He's already made his pit stop. We get through that corner. We're not catching aliens at a rapid clip, but we are catching them. And that's what you want to do. We're on fresh mediums. I don't know what aliens is running. He may be on hard tires, maybe doing a second stint of medium. I don't know when he took his first pit stop, because I think we were ahead, or we were too far behind. I'm not sure which one. Probably ahead. I don't remember passing. So as we go into lap 12, aliens goes way inside. That's going to compromise the run out, and we are not compromised. We're going to try him on the inside. That's some good defending there. We'll slow down a lot and park it. We're going to have a nice little battle here, I think, because we don't want to hit him, and that car's pretty quick. He's pretty quick up in front of us. So now we're heading into 4 and out of 4 up the back stretch, 0.3 of a second, so we are in the draft. We'll try and break it. That's fine. I'm not in any hurry. We know how far these tires are going to go. I'm not in a hurry to pass. Again, I'm just thinking top 5, stay in the top 10. Don't make any mistakes. Just don't make any mistakes. And right now we're not. So the only mistake we've made is that penalty, and that really wasn't our fault. That was someone chopping down on us as we were up on their midpoint. Oh, little bump. We're going to give an aliens a sorry even before we get out of the corner. So, hey, it was stupid. And it was. That was stupid. We're going to try him here in the last corner. That wasn't going to happen. So I backed out again, but we are only 0.2 of a second behind aliens and UFOs. Evan Deere just picked up a half-second penalty ahead of us. We're going to try this again. We're going to come out of 1. We're getting a really good run out of 1. Still 0.2 of a second behind. We're going to try it again. We've got inside, and he knocks me into the grass. And I get the penalty for track gain when I got knocked off the track. Yeah, that is the penalty system at work. It's never worked properly. I mean, I don't know what Turn 10 decided to do with the AI. I read up a bunch on it. They did a big old thing, Reddit talk or whatever. And I read the transcripts out of that, and they said they used AI to run laps around the tracks. And if the AI saw you go off the track and you were faster than the AI at that point on the track, it was going to give you a penalty. So even with me getting bumped off the track, it thought I was going faster than AI through that corner, which means their AI is slow and not really a good indicator of what should be a penalty when you leave the track. I mean, you lose time all the time when you leave the track. Guys wreck you. Oh, Snake went into the pits. Looks like we're going to pick up 6th place while I'm rambling as we go into lap 14. Unreal Demo is still 12.5 seconds ahead, 13 seconds. Again, not worried about anything right now at this point. We're just thinking, stay in the top 10. Stay in the top 10, you're good. Anyway, back to the penalty system. It doesn't give enough for when you hit somebody and knock them off the track. I don't think it gives enough. I think it's too lenient for disqualifications. I think it should go off of number of penalties and time. So 12 seconds is time, okay, good. If someone picks up 5 penalties, DQ them. I'm done with it. You know, no one should be picking up 5 penalties in a race. I don't care how long it is. I don't care if it's the endurance racing. I don't care if it's these 30-minute. I don't care if it's a 20. You shouldn't be picking up 5 or more penalties in a single race. That just means you're cutting the track a lot, which is also dirty driving in my book. It's not, you know, not just ramming somebody is bad. Ramming is bad, and, you know, like that turn 1 incident, I got rammed off. That cost me 7 positions, and that guy got 1 second penalty, and it should have been more like 5. But the system doesn't work like that. So I think they should go, honestly, as someone that used to run Gran Turismo Sport and run the FIA challenges on there and race against some of the best around on that game, the penalty system on Gran Turismo Sport is better than what it is on this, by far. Maybe they should have used an iRacing model where if you just get incidents, it just starts adding things up. I don't know. Tell me what you think down in the comments. You tell me what is the way to go on this, because I sure as hell don't know. But it's been like this for 2 years. They've done some tweaks, but the penalty system has not been great for 2 years. And it's something that needs to be fixed. And I think they should fix it they're not going to fix it now because they basically cut Turn 10 staff in half. Those guys are supporting FH6 for when they get ready to release that Forza Horizon. And I don't know if they're planning on doing anything else for this game at this point, just because they've never had a lot of players. It could have been received better. I think the game just wasn't what was promised when everybody was getting the previews 4 or 5 years ago, when we were getting the game previews of the alphas. It just doesn't work. So We're now going to pass Unreal Ting. Another pit stop while we've been rambling. So Unreal Ting had to pit. Obviously, maybe they were doing 2 medium stints and are now going on softs. But we're now in the top 5, which was really the goal. And we're starting to catch up to Bryco up in front. Even though he's 10 seconds ahead, we are catching. So maybe Bryco's thinking the same thing and doing a 2-stop strategy. That would be normally what I would do, but you know, I'm not doing that this race because I got these mediums to go 10 laps and I still don't know how. Jose Carr's moved into 6th, but Jose's still 7.5 seconds behind, and I'm not worried. So now I'm thinking I'm settling in again because there's too much between me and Bryco. I mean, Bryco is still 9.7, 9.8 seconds ahead. So I'm thinking 5th place is pretty good. We're going to sit here, and again, we're going to do the same thing we did in our first stint. We're going to run our race, and if something happens, it happens. But we'll see. Looks like someone else pulled into the pits as I'm looking at my mini-map. It's Unreal Damo has pulled into the pits, so that's going to give us another position. Heading into lap 17, we're going to be in 4th now. Do you start thinking podium? I'm not, because Bryco's still 10 seconds ahead. And well, now Forza's struggling with their maths. Oh, there it is, 10.1. I love how it fluctuates the time, like it's struggling. I don't know if that's because of internet connection, server issues, or if, you know, the game's just not good at math. You know, difficult to say. We're starting to pull away from Jose Carr. Bryco, we're kind of staying between 9.5 and 10 seconds. So I'm pretty certain this is where we're going to be. 17th lap. Ziarg again is way out there, 36 seconds ahead, and still pulling. So I'm not going to say Ziarg is an alien. That's not, you know, I started 16th, so he was already way ahead of me to begin with. I'm not too, but I wasn't too concerned. Again, I didn't get in here for qualifying. I don't know what anybody really did for qualifying. I just hopped into the race and, you know, did the quick check of the board and had my setup already done after warm-up. So, you know, we're just kind of cruising along here. We're about to set another fast lap, I think. Or our fast lap, anyway. Oh, Ebendeer pitted. What's this? That's 3rd place. And Ebendeer is just getting out of the pits, so we're going to have a healthy advantage on that driver. Unreal Ting even got around after his 2nd stop. Unreal Ting is still 9 seconds back. No concerns there. We just picked up a boatload of time on Bryco. I didn't even see that. We picked up those 7 seconds, 6.5 seconds almost. I think he might have made a mistake, and I wasn't paying attention. You can tell me if he did. I wasn't paying attention. But we're way in there now. Now we're in the woods here, and the tire wear still looks good. Being on the 8th lap on these tires, the tire wear still looks good. So we're catching Bryco at a pretty rapid pace. This is an unexpected development. I thought we were going to stay, you know, getting into the top 5 was what I expected again, but getting up to the podium was not, and reeling in Bryco was definitely not what I was thinking. So now we're getting to where maybe we can think about a 2nd place. Bryco goes off into the grass. Oh, that's massive. Another mistake. We're on him. He tries to push me off the track. I love this game. Clean driving does not exist here. It's great. But we're gone. Franco is well in our mirrors now. It looks like he made another mistake behind us. So coming out of 1, so we're gone. Lap 19, second place. Was not expecting that at all after getting dropped to 22nd in turn 2 on lap 1. Was not expecting this at all. Zjarg is 40 seconds ahead. We're just going to finish this off. Yeah, this lap's going to be slower. We're on minor wear, so on both fronts. We're still doing a pretty good clip around this corner. Fuel load's a lot lighter. We're almost out of fuel, which is where we wanted to be. I can't believe that we're in second place. I'm shocked. This is amazing. Now we've clicked over to moderate for the last 2 turns. So we're gonna go here, nice and easy. We're not gonna push it now. We've got the win. We've got second place. We've got what we wanted. Evan Deere has gotten around. So there was more mistakes made by Franco because now Evan Deere and Unreal Ting have gotten around. Jose Carr just got around Unreal Ting, and we crossed the line in second. Wow. No clue that was going to happen. None. At the start of this race, after turn 2, I had, we're going to do top 10. We'll try to do top 5. But making those tires last was huge. Congrats to Zjarg. Evan Deere got that 3rd, Unreal Ting 4th, Damo 5th, Jose Carvareco flowed down to 7th. Wow. Now, you know, you run out of tires, that's going to happen. Congratulations again to everybody on the podium. I love seeing the podium ceremony when we're done. And I hope everybody enjoyed the race. Again, if you like this video, please like it, subscribe.